A slave who cannot assume his own revolt does not deserve to be pitied. Those are the words of none other than Ibrahim Traore. Meet this guy, known to his fans as IB, and to Western chandleries as that young man who keeps stealing their sleep. At just 36 years, he's already a millennial running a country. Born in 1988, some would probably call him Sankara Reborn because Sankara literally died in 1987. Others call him paranoid autocrat, but here's the thing. Where your own people give you a 90% approval rating, maybe, just maybe, the West got the memo wrong. You know your coup was actually popular when France calls it regrettable, and ECOWAS releases a strong-worded letter that no one reads. Meanwhile, the Burkinabe people are dancing in the streets, cheering the expansion of the French bases and dumping of the CFA franc. This is just a colonial era currency where even your grandma knows it's actually a scam. But let's rewind. IB wasn't born in a palace. He was born in Bondoko in 1988. He studied in Bobo, Diolaso, then killed it at the University of Ouagadougou. He then joined the army in 2009. And then he began his peacekeeping missions earlier in the 2010s. But then in 2019, he was involved in multiple missions in Mali. At some point, I think he was in Madagascar as well. Yeah. Anyway, Ibrahim Traore, against the government of Damiba, the former president, he rallies soldiers, organizes another coup, and then Damiba flees at that point. And IB drops this gem. We are not here to be beggars. We are here to rebuild, my people. Western media panics. They call it a military junta. Well, but here's the joke. The same people who clapped when Macron shook hands with Damiba and then shook hands with absolute monarchs like Morocco, for instance, he's turned, and then now he's calling this a military junta. Anyway, since 2022, Ibrahim Traore has recruited more than 50,000 civilian volunteers to help with intervention in the battalions, and also to help him in the security apparatus of the country. You remember he has undergone multiple assassination attempts. Even now in 2026, things are getting spicier by the day. Remember last year when he literally he flew I think to the inauguration of the president of Ghana, and it was like a master show. Everyone expected a diplomat. Instead, this guy lands in full military regalia and dozens of guards looking ready for war, not a tea party. And we laughed actually, but then we cried, because ask yourself, why does a leader need to have to put on such armor to visit a neighbor? Yet when he goes to places like Russia or China, the threat suddenly disappears. Ask your question that. We gotta do better as Africans, Our leaders shouldn't need tanks and full regalia to just come visit a fellow neighbor. It sucks. Anyway, Ibrahim Traore is considered a messianic figure in my opinion. Then of course to non-believers, he's a paranoid autocrat. But one thing is clear, he woke up Africa. Just like Sankara, like Cabral, all the rest of the Pan-African leaders that we know, we consider him Sankara Reborn. Or maybe is it just another good PR? Tell me in the comments. Well, don't worry about me putting on glasses and everything. Yeah. One of the reasons my eyes are tired from reading about imperialism. And also, Ibrahim Traore doesn't blink, and neither will I. Have a good one. Bye.